Hi everybody, we've got a lot of work going on outside because there's a new hotel being built near my apartment building. But today's guest will take you away from that and bring you into a wonderful world of lyrical prowess which he possesses in abundance. He's just come out with a new album called Oh Glory. His name, he is French, from France, is called Aimé Simone. And the title of this today's song, as you can see down there, is Give Me Love or Give Me Nothing, taken from that fabulous new album. I cannot praise this artist enough. I tripped over him by chance this week alone, and I knew I had to bring him onto my channel. He's going to be a phenomenon, mainly because, unlike a lot of French artists that just sing in their native language, he sings in French. I mean English, sorry, not French. And when you do that, you appeal to a mass audience. And it just makes it more universally, I don't know what the word I'd be looking for. It'll just make him more popular to the masses. Put it that way. I am so, I'm like an excited child to introduce him to you. But not before I give you some little bit of info about the album and himself. It's an excuse me today, and I'm sorry about the outside noise. Too excited. An introspective and emotional body of work set across 11 tracks is the album Oh Glory, and it captures core moments and emotion from Aimé's travels between Berlin, Los Angeles, Vienna and Paris, with a career nurtured by decisive artistic encounters, notably with the American artist Sonia Fix, his partner and alter ego, and his close relationship with Berlin, a city he called home for several years. Aimé has distilled it into an album that combines his brand of subtle pop with a thoughtful and flamboyant DIY ethos. Now, this is the lead track, Give Me Love or Give Me Nothing, and it emerges as a significant peak, a testament to Aimé's ability to merge genres in referencing indie guitar, trap-infused drum loops, and a signature pop melodies. In a stunning accompanying music video, which you're about to see, we see Aimé through deserted landscapes or desert landscapes, with visually impeccable sweeping panoramic shots showing light and dark, night and day. Aimé moves effortlessly through uninterrupted space as he performs the track. Freshly signed to Because Music, Christine and the Queens, whom I shall attach to this video, who is a phenomenon in herself, and Shy Girl, with over 1.6 million dedicated monthly listeners Aimé already has on Spotify. A recent standout performance at the Montreux Jazz Festival as part of their Spotlight sessions, and an upcoming performance at Great Escape Festival in May. The release of Oh Glory serves as a distinct marker in Aimé's continual trajectory as a thrilling new name in the pop landscape. He is. That's why I'm so like, wow, I can't believe somebody as fresh and exciting I'm bringing onto my channel. Now, questions that were asked to Aimé was, what inspired Oh Glory? The reply, the desire to create a future that is worth fighting for. Life was feeling very apocalyptic when the process of this album started. Of course, it was inspired by all the experiences we had while making it, which scanned from our last months living in Berlin during the pandemic, moving to Paris during lockdowns, and living in various places here and around Paris while trying to settle into a new life that was very different than the much free and chaotic life we had in Berlin. In France, we were faced to a lot of realities that we'd been avoiding, and we entered the music industry which we had never been exposed to before properly. So it's also about that process, which was extremely challenging and made us grow a lot. I always feel the need to evolve, make things better. So this album was inspired by a lot of evolution and transition and changes, he concluded. The question was asked, was there any special events that led to the creation of this album? And he replied, not really. I'm always working on something, and this was just a continuation of the work. There was no official starting point for the album. It's accumulation of the work made during a certain period of time, the summer of 2020 to winter of 22. It does have a concept and purposely cohesive and representative of a message. But for me, those things usually reveal themselves during the process rather than being overly premeditated. What was your musical intention when you were little? I love rap, he said. At school, it was a way to make friends. It was also a way to connect to the world by listening to artists from the US that made me dream of a life beyond school and Paris. What's a band or artist that inspires you the most from sonic perspective? I don't have a clear answer for that, he replied. I really appreciate artists that do the effort to bring a new kind of sound to push the ceiling of what is possible to do with the tools that we have right now. And this is exactly what you will hear Amy does in abundance. I think that Billie Eilish and Finneas did that with her first album. Rosalia, The Weeknd and Drake all have a very unique and defined sound that is ultra-modern and high quality. That's inspiring for me as a more DIY artist. Striving for that level of quality and uniqueness is motivating. And finally, what's the main theme or message within the Oh Glory album? And he finally concluded, be strong in the face of adversity. Just continue that with this channel. And I hope you agree when we all finally now listen to Give Me Love or Give Me Nothing. Bonjour, ami. Welcome to my channel.
I'm driving away, this time it's over. I made mistakes and everything went wrong. Had to leave it all behind, my friends, my family, my home. I don't know if it's them or me that I escaped from, but I know I had to go. In the flames I saw the road. I don't wanna say goodbye, but you're holding me back, and I'm done. Whoa, give me love or give me nothing. I'll do anything if I can live just like that. Driving away this time forever. Forgive mistakes and now I'm on my own. Had to leave it all behind, my friends, my family, my home. I don't know if it's them or me that I escaped from, but I know I had to go. In the flames I saw the road. I don't wanna say goodbye, but you're holding me back, and I'm done. Whoa, give me love or give me nothing. No, anything if I can live just like that. Whoa, give me love or give me nothing. I'll do anything if I can live just like that.
Great introduction, Give Me Love or Give Me Nothing by Amy Simone. absolutely phenomenal. I love your music, young man. I just think you're going to be, this time next year, so many people are going to follow you. Yes, you've got over 1 million people on Spotify already listening to your music, but it's just going to be universal. It's just really, really incredible to have found you and brought you onto my channel. So enthused. Let's get into the lyrics now. It says, "In driving away, this time it's over, I made mistakes and everything went wrong. Had to leave it all behind. My friends, my family, my home. I don't know if it's them or me that I escaped from, but I know I had to go. In the flames I saw the road. I don't want to say goodbye, but you're holding me back and I'm done. Whoa." The question is this a self-portrait of himself where he is questioning his motives before he went on? Like, the desert there is symbolic with the road and the horse for reasons in these lyrics. You've got the wrong road ahead of you that is, for me, very symbolic of your future. Everything is empty around you. It's desolate. You're like the lone rider, like almost from the black and white films, the cowboy films, where you're just going through the motions. The horse is white, he's dressed in white. Is that symbolic as well? I think it is, of a pureness, of everything that is empty around him. It's a new start. And the motorcycle gearing up around him is almost like a twist to the symbolism in that video, where he's almost, that's the engine that needs to start up. That's the flames in his soul that's burning for this musical adventure to take him on a journey, an unknown journey, but a journey of worth, a journey that will excite him. But at the moment he's nervous, it's trepidation. He's like the virgin person going into the music world, and all around him he doesn't know what to encompass. Who will he meet? How the fans will react? Yes, we know about Spotify, but I'm talking about on his journey. Who'll be loyal? Who'll be not? It's all new to him. So it's all symbolic of how he feels. And he said, "But I know I had to go. In the flames I saw the road." So he saw that he had to fight for his corner in the music industry. He's been signed up now. He's on a journey. He's going to be burned. Every musician will give you a story of hardship, hurdles they had to jump. The expense of traveling now is incredible. It's tenfold that it used to be before the COVID. It's now so expensive to be on the road, to travel as a musician. It's almost impossible for some. So he can get burnt that way, he can get burnt other ways, and he just doesn't know what way, but his soul is those flames. He's ready for the challenges that's ahead. And then he says, "Give me love or give me nothing." Is that about himself? I think it is. I think it's autobiographical, this song. It's about having to love himself, because before he doubted. He didn't love himself truly enough as an artist, or have the courage enough to take the journey forward on this road. But I think it's all or nothing. It's like the saying, it's almost like the song is a twisted narrative of that he has to give it all, or he will achieve nothing anyway, regardless of being signed up. So he says, "I'll do anything if I can live just like that, driving away, this time forever. Forgave mistakes, and now I'm on my own, had to leave it all behind." I think it is self-biographical. I think he's talking about the cloud that always was part of his life, self-doubt, not forgiving himself and not taking chances before, not believing in himself, and deciding which way he was going to go with everything, how he thought, how he felt. He knew he had to leave the old life behind and the old him to venture on this new course, and that's exactly what he's doing. Because he says, had to leave it all behind. You do in life. When you're like me, I had to give up my some people would say prosperous life within a university, the comfortability of knowing you had a pension. But for me, it was boring, mundane. I just was fighting the creativity in myself. I'm an author of a trilogy. I love writing. I love reacting to music and people like me because I'm on almost a relatable journey like him. Everything's desolate around me. I work from home, I work my own hours, I'm very pleased for all of that. But I'm so in a field that's so competitive, just like Emi is, that I don't know what's ahead of me in my channel. But I know that I'm growing, finding a new fan base, getting more subscribers. So everything is positive for me because you have to have that flame within your soul and you have to burn, from a pension, from a great weekly wage to nothing. I'm at the stage where I earn nothing. It's my enthusiasm that's made the channel grow, I think, and people like me coming onto the channel. But you just find your own way, and then it's like taking chances, isn't it? You've got to take a chance in life, and this is my real endeavor, away from writing, away from everything, to musically prove I've good taste. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to music, and my channel being a success will prove that. And it was the right decision to have made because I feel so liberated, so at ease. No boss coming in telling me, don't drink there's me drinking water during the video. I remember working in front of desk and they used to say, you can't have tea or water at your desk. It looks unprofessional. Just stupid little things like that I don't need to worry about anymore. And he continues that I escaped from, but I don't know, I had to go. In the flames I saw the road. I don't want to say goodbye, but you're holding me back. And I'm done. Whoa, give me love or give me nothing. And I think that give me love is for him to give himself love, reassurance and positivity. I am taking it in a new perspective, these lyrics and song, because this is what I felt the lyrics, it spoke to me this way. It was relatable to me because I'm on that same journey in me. Believe it or not, we're on it together. And it says, if I can live just like that, whoa, and I am at the whoa stage. I'm seeing last year 85 subscribers, this year 6,000. I'm really happy. It says, give me love or give me nothing, but you've got to love yourself first. You have to learn the craft of loving yourself and putting yourself first and putting yourself out there and putting up with the people saying your channel's not going to work, or in Emi's case, you might fail. There's no guarantees in life, but isn't it worth the long journey, isn't it? And he says, I'll do anything if I can live just like that. And Emi, you will live. You'll live forever in the hearts and minds of everybody that comes across your music. You wait and see. I've got big hopes for you over the next 12 months. I hope you agree. More from Emi very soon. Until then, take care. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Bye-bye.